Oh wow, no, that's weird. Yeah, that took a minute to kick in. Hello, hello, hello. What's good, everybody? It is Thursday night, so it is time to rock another one, and we are getting into one of my all-time favorites. The boys are back, and I am here to talk about it. And you know who I'm here to talk about it with? We got the one, the only fandom, a decent. What's good, brother?
Yo, what is good, everyone? I'm here to support all the antics of Homelander this season.
Uh, the boys are back in town. I can't wait to get into it, talk about it, see what's what, see where it goes, and what it do. What's up, AK? What's up, Queen AK? How we doing today? And we ready to talk about the boys?
I am here, man. I am here. Let us get into this. I cannot say that I will be supporting Homelander like I will be supporting our queen. I will lovingly, wholeheartedly jump in for all of her war crimes and shenanigans. Homelander, though, buddy, like in a midlife crisis. I need him to not be like that right now.
I'm gonna miss Queen May because I don't believe she's in this season.
Yes, she
No,
died last season. She jumped out the
no,
window,
man.
got
No,
blasted.
no, no, she didn't die. She faked her death.
Oh, that's right. She faked it and
Oh
walked
yeah,
off
yeah, yeah,
with.
yeah, yeah. You're right. You're right. You're right. I
I
forgot.
forgot about that too.
Went and got
Yeah,
her boo thing. Yep.
because she came back. Yep, and she walked off into the sunset. Oh, getting to live her best life. Oh, The Boys, season 4, episode 1, Department of Dirty Tricks, and we open in a political rally showing Victoria Newman, but Robert Singer is like still nowhere to be found. So it looks like he's still staying well away from her. Like, can we blame him for this? Like, literally, AK, what do you do if you're running for president? You're about to win it, and you know that your vice president is a head popping soup.
You get your hands on some of that sauce, and then you let them chips fall where they may, and see how it works out for you, because I don't see any other way for him to have any type of protection against her unless
Or
he's himself.
you put something in her drink, her damn explode, just like we did with Translucent back in season 1.
Well, at
Okay,
Only
least
way.
but she a whole different animal to translucent. She's way
That's what I'm saying. You gotta get Huey or someone like, yo, here you go, here's some apple juice, and boom.
that I don't even think that would keep her down,
I
honestly.
don't know. Yeah, I had no idea that she was so impenetrable. I mean, she is
Baby
what?
girl got it. I'm saying, like, if you get acid thrown at you and it don't do nothing but put a little singe in your clothes to where's and I love her attitude. That motherfucker, I got to be on stage in the next 10 minutes.
Unbelievable.
You couldn't say this shit for later.
Unbelievable. Just
A
did
lot
it.
of suits are like that though, because even Translucent, just like turn invisible, like it was hard to kill him too.
Yeah, but he wasn't bulletproof.
Yeah, but he wasn't bulletproof, right? He was
Or
just
what?
hard to
He
kill.
kind of had to be. If not, why didn't they shoot him when he was in that
Yeah,
cave?
I guess he was bulletproof. You're right. I guess when his skin went translucent, he was bulletproof. So I guess yeah, maybe that is just part of being a soup. Your skin just gets that tough because yeah, they shot the
We've
daughter.
seen
The
other
bullets.
ones hurt.
What's
We've
that?
seen other ones. I said we've seen other ones still get hurt by the bullets.
Right.
She that isn't feeling any of that, and I don't think her even ingesting anything would take her down.
Probably not. I mean, I don't know. Like the eyes might be the one penetrable spot, and it looked like that's what they were doing was switching out eye drops, and they're so that she ended up dropping
Maybe.
acid in her eyes. I don't know. Maybe that just blinds her. But if it blinds her, then she can't see whose head she's trying to pop. It'd be a little harder for her to do it. So, I
You
would,
don't think that would make her more dangerous, though?
no, if she can't see you, then she can't pop your head. I mean, I think that would help a
Do we
lot.
know that for sure?
I don't know, but I know for sure she's.
And he might become like Daredevil, and just like
I,
sonic hearing and boom, boom.
exactly. Exactly. I'm not testing any of those supposed weak points.
Oh,
Absolutely not.
our crew are there on a mission to try and take her out, and they've been working on some new super neutralizers, and they're there to find out how it works. And when they try to contact Butcher, he's off comms with his head between two trash cans, just yakking it up. So the V serum is taking its toll on him, and he doesn't have much longer to live. Like, I don't know. If something's not done, he's a goner. So, I mean, I don't know. What's up? Do you think they end up creating a serum to save him by the end of the season, fandom?
Either serum, maybe a homegirl from Gen V can like do something with his blood to like prolong his life, maybe here or there,
I love that.
something.
I love that.
Because the way I was like near the end of the episode, like I don't know if that was either a worm, blood, whatever it was creeping my skin. Either
Mm-hmm.
way, then again, he's an MC, so it's like I don't know if they're gonna kill him now or kill him next season since it's season 5 wasn't the last season, quote unquote. Because if when it comes to Eric Kripke, every time he does shows, he'll say, "Oh, there's only gonna be like certain. It's gonna be like Supernatural. It's supposed to be 3 seasons. Then it went to 5 seasons. Next thing you know, it went down to near 15, 16 seasons. So at this point, and the way how the show is going, like who knows?
It's too
Maybe
good.
end season 5. If it ends quote unquote season 5, maybe that's his arc, and maybe he might hand it down to someone else. So this show is like the ratings are great.
Oh, absolutely. I think it's Prime's #1 show. Amazon Prime Video's #1 moneymaker, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, highest ratings. Incredible. But they must not be doing well because it seems like they're giving him less and less to do on these missions. Like, guard the exit? Like, what has come of Butcher? Now he's just guarding doorways? Like, what's going on? We already see, like Annie said, everybody wants him out. Huey's the only one that wants him there. But how do you kick a man out that started the crew?
Yeah, that's
Is he adding any benefits to the crew currently, or is he causing more harm than good? Because at some point you can't look at it with sentiment. I heart Butcher too. However, you have been fucking up like extraordinarily a lot lately, my guy. And if we're really in here to get the job done, especially with where they're getting the funding from to operate, if he's a liability, then he got to go.
Yeah, I feel like he's always been a fuck up, but now, like you just said, AK, now that they have that funding, they're like, okay, let's hold him back so they get the money rolling now, so they actually do a little bit more work.
Because, I mean, technically, he's the only one that can stand toe-to-toe with Homelander right now. It's just he's not going to be able to stand toe-to-toe very much longer because he's getting sicker and sicker, but he's literally the only one that can stop him at this point.
Are they still taking the Compound V?
Butcher is, or I don't know if he's taking it still, but he seems to still be really infected by it. So, and we saw he was drinking it. So, they haven't shown me anything that he's not taking it, and he's getting sicker and sicker. So, yeah, I don't know. What do you think?
Think he's still taking it?
What's that?
Think he's still taking it?
I do think he's still taking it. Yeah, I think he's still sucking it down, but maybe not. I mean, maybe he's just taking so much that he's just so far gone that these are the side effects still kicking in. But yeah, I feel like I don't know. I feel like the way Homelander said it's coursing through his veins and that black stuff's coursing through his veins, that he's still got it there. And yeah, he's still got the powers. But when they pan over to the back of Homelander, I thought we were going to get another shot at him doing what we saw him doing last time we left him. Just looking it alone somewhere. But no, he was just taking a piss somewhere. And yeah, I love the way they find a way to level his character because he is just way too OP. So the little nicks they hit on him is cracking me up. But it looks like the Butcher's body isn't like the only thing breaking down. Homelander is starting to lose his hair. Is this just because he's aging, or is something else going on, AK?
I think it's just because he's aging, and there is the possibility that something else could be going on. But as it stands right now, yeah, his body is changing, and he was not prepared for that to start happening.
Feel it hitting that midlife crisis. You think there's nothing else going on? It's just old age, father time starting to catch up with him, Phantom?
Yeah, I think it's almost like Stormfront because wasn't she like aging, but she aged slowly? So I think it's almost similar with like Homelander. He ages as part of his aging like slowly compared to like other suits. Actually, I think that it could be like that with all suits, honestly. Maybe they age slowly.
Slower, anyway. Oh, little Ryan is understandably having some PTSD problems around big crowds, and Homelander calms him down by reminding him that humans are just bugs here for their amusement. Like, this seems to calm Ryan down, like, and this is exactly what his mother was afraid of for him, like, him getting Homelander's fuck everybody else, it's all about us attitude, like, or all about me attitude. So, I mean, we can already see what a dangerous situation Ryan growing up under Homelander's guidance is going to create. So, I mean, I don't know. Do we need to get him away at all cost, Phantom?
Ryan from Homelander, of course.
He's gonna do it. Are they gonna be able to do it though? Like, does he end up back with Grace, or do you think he ends up staying with him?
It's like 50-50 at this point. Because it's
Mhm.
like even gonna get Ryan a raid from Homelander. Homelander's gonna be freaking lasering every single goddamn person till he finds his damn son.
Oh, dude, yeah, kill them all. Homelander just immediately makes a crazy, inappropriate comment as Ryan and Victoria's daughter walk away to get ice cream. Like, he is just so societally like awkward and inept. I mean, he is not the one that needs to be raising a child. I know that.
Can't blame him. Like, dude was like raised like in a freaking lab his entire time, being isolated.
He was little to no love. So yeah, he don't know
But
what to
he
do.
is a grown man now. He's an adult. Might he have some issues that he needs to go speak with a therapist about? Sure, I absolutely. However, you don't get to lean on that as a crutch all the time, and to make up for the dumb shit that you do or how you are around children, especially.
He's a yeah, yeah. But I mean, he may be a grown adult, but he still never got the nurturing he needed growing up. So he's just always gonna have that hole there. I mean, nobody ever loved him, and now he can't. He finds it hard to love anybody else. So I don't know if that ever gets fixed. And Sage even talks about that later. We're gonna talk about it, but yeah, no, nothing's gonna make this guy happy, and he's just a sociopath.
He's a sociopath that has the most severe case of main character syndrome that I've ever seen in a character.
Oh, but he is that indeed. Victoria asks him what the hell he's doing there, and he's like on trial for murder, and she does not want him anywhere near the campaign. But he knows he needs to be seen as like in step with the new administration, and it's looking like they're about to take the White House, so he's not about to be left behind. And she tries to tell him to like piss off, but he is way ahead of her and just literally opts to vocally call everybody's attention to the fact that they are there indeed together in this. Like, how smooth was that? Like, he's not an idiot, I'll tell you that.
No, he isn't.
Not
No,
much.
wait, I'm gonna take that back. I would say about like 20% time he's not that good.
Yeah, yeah,
He's just
exactly.
lucky at times. Like when he like killed that person in the previous season, he was just lucky that the crowd applauded.
Right. That they
Yeah,
took
I,
him
I
for.
think he's lucky here that the crowd is also kind of distracted because you can already see he's not taking what Victoria is saying very well at all. Like he keeps like moving closer and closer to her, and you tell from his tone that he's trying to be threatening. And I think it's really starting to bother him that she just looks at him like, really? Like she gives me a little bit of Stan actually in this conversation with him because she checks him on every move that he tries to make.
She should because Stan practically rated him.
Mm, exactly.
Miss Stan. But hey, he's over at Star Wars right now.
Come on, Edgar, we need you back. Butcher sees the kids and opts to make a plea to Ryan to have him come with him, and Homelander shows up just as Ryan seems to kind of be wavering. So right now, Ryan knows Homelander is his true father, and he doesn't really know what to do. Like, I mean, I feel bad for the kid. He's kind of stuck in the middle of this impossible situation. But I don't know. I mean, what do you do? Like, they're both kind of father figures. Do you go with your dad, who you're scared to death of, and you know is kind of inept at this, or I don't know. You know, Butcher's not really a father figure either. Like, what do you do in that situation, Nick?
If I was Ryan, I would weigh all of my options accordingly, and he does have options at the moment. I don't think he realizes that because he is very impressionable right now, and without his mom, he literally is spiraling out of control. He was fine with Grace. She was making it do what it do, but these two, it's gonna be a struggle, and Ryan knows that. Like you can see the wheels turning as he's trying to really evaluate things, but he's not. Homelander's really not leaving him alone enough to so he can sit still and truly think about it. It's hard for him to even express how he's feeling because he's not completely used to that with Homelander either, and he knows if he says the wrong thing, Homelander could just as easily go off and fuck him up too.
Right.
Yeah. It's not like an easy situation because even if he does leave, it's Homelander. It's not
Yeah,
going to be difficult to
he's
escape
bound.
Homeland.
Yeah, it's gonna be almost
Exactly.
impossible. Like mentally, it's not even an option, but like for the physical aspects alone, doesn't like Homelander have to be involved in Ryan's upbringing? Because he's basically going to be the only one strong enough to keep the boy in check once the teenage hormones kick in and he wants to start testing boundaries.
I think, well, if he was around Butcher and Grace more, he could probably get pointers from what's her name, Kimiko.
I mean, yeah, but I mean, he's going to be.
She can take the heavy hits and regenerate if need be.
I guess if she's always there to help raise him, but yeah, that's a dangerous situation. Butcher pleased with Ryan to let him take him back to Grace, and it's just not going to happen. I don't think, not yet, but at least it touched him. He's thinking about it now. He's inside his head. Our crew break into Victoria's room to switch her eye drops with acid, and they made it to kill Soups. I wonder if that would have like even so much as blinded her. Like I said, like I just wonder like how strong is this woman? And because remember before, like I didn't realize she was this invincible. Like as we see later, and she also said like later, or she said before that they're like, could you pop Homelander's head? And she's like, I don't know. So is she strong enough to do that? You think, Phantom?
I think she is, but at the same time, it's like, is she gonna be fast enough to do it?
Oh, he'd have to laser before she got to it. Yeah, yeah, because he can hear people coming from way off. Like his hearing's perfect, his sight's perfect. So it would be tough.
One is the distance, and then two, it's like
Yes.
Homelander knows her ability, so it's like he's gonna be like eyeing her like every second, like her movements, seeing like what she's gonna end up doing any given time. So it's like it's almost like if you're gonna do it, how fast?
I don't think he would be able to track her like that because we've seen she's been doing other things in front of people and she still hit her targets. So watching how she moves isn't necessarily what's going to clue him into whoever she might be targeting, even if it's him. And like you said, I was wondering about the distance too. That's a factor they have not given us. So like, does she absolutely need to be in the same room or just know where people are at within a certain like mile range or something?
But we know how strong he is. I think the second he felt his head buzz, he'd be like zip and just zap her. Like, no, we ain't playing that game.
But she is planning to kill him though, because she knows about the whole thing in Gen V.
Mm-hmm.
Also exceptionally strong is Zoe. Like, looks like if she is just fine with her V injection, but what the hell is that thing coming out of her mouth, AK?
I don't know, man. It kind of made me think of, because all Rosalie back to Thrones. It made me think of what's her name? Arya Targaryen when she came back from flying over Old Valyria and she had them bloodworms and shit riddled in her body and all that. If y'all haven't read that in Fire and Blood, go read it. It's freaking creepy and disgusting. These things look like they're I don't want to say appendages. That's not the right word. But they're like little like flesh eating worm type things, and it's ridiculous how fast they move with her, or honestly how fast she moves with them, because she took off Kimiko's whole ass arm within like 5 seconds of just grabbing her. Like I don't even with A Train, I don't think we've ever seen them move like that fast in an attack stance. Like that blew my mind. And nothing they did really could. I think that, what did they end up doing? Like knocking her out, but that only worked for a couple minutes. So she got back up and found him in the hallway, like right after. It's crazy. I'm very excited, actually, as odd as that may sound, to see where her character is going to go this season and what she's going to be into.
I mean, was that thing like the same thing that was living inside of Ben inside the Umbrella Academy and just just ripped Kamiko's arm straight off? Like what?
Right out.
And I also knew Kamiko was near indestructible, but I didn't realize she was like get her arm ripped off and grow it right back indestructible. Like she grew
Remind me of Deadpool.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, she regenerates. I think she's regenerating faster this season, and they haven't given us a reason why. So I don't even know if they'll touch on it, but it seems to me that she's regenerating a lot faster than she did before.
I mean, she hit that. I was dying when Starlight went to grab her, but it was that new arm, and she
Just like Deadpool, the little baby arm.
Mhm.
just
Like,
missed
I
her
don't
because it wasn't me.
I don't even think Starlight should have been trying to catch her. She'll be fine. She'll
Yeah.
get
Yeah.
out, but then she'll be okay. No, you catch the human, the regular guy that isn't who hopped up on this stuff.
He grabbed her quick. She's like, ah! I was actually glad they didn't feel the need to show us her face when they like made that entire crew just like, yeah, the whole crew flinched when they looked at her. So yeah, let's just let our minds go to work there, and you don't need to show me that.
Mm-hmm.
But down in the van, Huey thinks it's Eminem, Mother's Milk returning, but it's actually Victoria Newman. And lucky for him, he still has leverage on her because he keeps those. The only way he keeps her from popping his head is he still has those files on her. But she is definitely doing her best to get those back. What do you think, fandom? Is she going to end up having those back by the end of the season? And if she does get them back, does she just instantly try to pop his head?
80-20, she's like probably gonna get him back. And if so, she's not gonna pop the head because again, she brings up in this whole conversation like they have a history. So I don't think she will. Plus, on top of that, she might end up learning like what happened with the father. So she might not.
Feel it? She said she always cared about him. Do you believe her, AK, or is she just like placating him until she can get her hands on those files?
I feel like it's a bit of both. I when she says, we were close enough for me to almost have told you a couple times. I believe her in that. The little stuff and near the end of that conversation, though, I was like, I don't know if that'll work out. But I did appreciate her giving Huey back all of the sass. Like, bro, we were actually having this conversation that was very sentimental that you started, by the way, and I try to tell you this thing, and now you throw acid on me, bruh.
Not
Like you
cool.
fucked up my Armani suit. I don't appreciate that. I got to be on stage in 10 minutes.
That was so classic. That was crazy. She can not only withstand that acid thrown in her face, but also just a point blank gun to the dome. Like, when did she become so OP, fandom? Do you remember her being this strong?
Barely.
Who, Newman?
Yeah.
Nah,
And if she is this indestructible, why is she even afraid of Homelander?
because she can probably still use them.
Yeah, that's what I think. I think she can still use him, and there may be something else that oh shoot, what was it? I think she's holding on to him for something.
Hey, what's up, Jake? I see you out there.
Distraction.
So you think she's just playing Homelander and she's actually stronger than him and she's just making him think that he's still stronger?
Stronger? No.
But as strong?
With physical strength, she may not be as strong, but have we really ever even seen her in a true combat fight? We haven't yet. So we as far as we know what we saw in this episode, but unless I'm forgetting something, I've not seen her go like fisticuffs with anybody. Like Maeve, we know Maeve can box. Annie, when she has to, she can throw hands too. Kimiko, we already seen what the hell she does. But with Newman, I don't think we've actually seen her in a truly physical fight. So I am
why would she?
interested in seeing that. See, and that's why I think she's been able to hide that much about herself because she hasn't had to be out there doing any of that. So it's going to surprise everybody, like it surprised us, how strong she really is and the shit that she can actually do.
Yeah, absolutely. She is difficult to harm, to say the least. She is indestructible, it seems like.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I think maybe she is just totally playing Homelander. I remember her saying like that, like I said before, something to the effect that she wasn't sure she can do it. I think she's absolutely sure she can do it. I think she's going to be able to do it, and that may come to that at some point. But Mother's Milk has a meeting with Grace and the president-elect, and we find out that it was actually him who put the hit on his own VP. He knows if they get elected that it's just a matter of time before she pops his head and takes a seat for herself. Like, again, what do you do in that situation, fandom? Like, you know she's coming for it, like, and there's no way to kill her. What do you do?
Well, pack myself, go to another country.
Just give it up. I think you just got to not run. Like, just take yourself out of the election so she doesn't get it. Like, exactly. I think that's the only thing to do.
Orchestrate some some accident or something, make it look like you are completely incapacitated and cannot return to the presidency, and fuck off to like the a cabin in the woods or some cool ass beach house and just leave. You cannot be anywhere in her vicinity after that. And he said it, it's not going to take her long to figure out I'm the one that was at the center of this. So first of all, sir, you should have done better covering your tracks.
Right.
I mean, this is you. You came to them with this.
And
So and you knew who you was fucking with. Come on now.
well, he didn't plan on Butcher completely blowing it. Like that sucked. But at first I was like, how did Butcher blow? And then I was like, oh, okay. Because he's the one that like walked in and talked to Ryan and told the girl to leave. So the girl ends up going to the room when she wasn't supposed to, and then ends up seeing everybody. And Butcher, once again, just getting in his own way. But that would be the ultimate uncomfortable feeling, just knowing like your number two is a head popping soup just waiting to take your job. That would be an uncomfortable, to say the least, situation. But while Mother's Milk met with the president, Butcher runs into an old friend that he used to run secret ops with. And Monique ends. Who do we think he is? And like, is he going to be somebody else just trying to kill Soups? Do you think by the end of this, AK?
Which character?
Kessler, the guy that came in, that's Butcher's old friend.
Oh, Negan.
Mhm.
No, I don't know. He seems to be at the head of like some like Black Ops, classified beyond Black Ops section of the agency, and he's actually here trying to recruit Butcher for some nonsense. And I'm very curious to find out what his deal is.
I think, yeah,
So,
he's about to get into it. I think it's going to be like a level up of the boys. Like, oh, you're called the boys? That's cute. Why don't you come up with the men and let me show you how we do?
he broke him down so bad.
It wasn't right. That was not right.
It was such good banter between the two of them.
He's like, what do you call yourself, the boys? Who came up with that? He was like, I saved your life. Get out of here.
He just looked at him. Then we have Monique going to Mother's Milk apartment to tell them their daughter is having a rough time ever since that Monique kicked Todd out. And it was so funny when Mother's Milk was like, I don't know what you ever saw in that guy because I know it wasn't the D. Monique got
reaction. I'm like, yeah.
Before they pan the camera back, I was like, you don't know that, bro. You don't know what that man do.
She got real quiet on that note.
Real quiet. She was like, well. And it killed me even more when Frenchie brought it up because, like, nah, bro, there's no way she would be with him unless.
You got that real Pete vibe going. Oh, I was dying. Homelander seems to be having a little midlife crisis. Like he's dealing with this trial, like he's rebuilding like his messed up image, his VOD image. He's trying to like refill the 7, and he's surrounded by less than ideal yes men and Ashley. Like he's had it, and he finally realizes he needs help, and not from someone who'll just agree with him all the time and agree with everything he says. So at least he's smart enough to like figure that part out, like he said. When Homelander told the Deep to go blow A-Train, I mean, did you think that was actually going to happen, AK?
I was just about to ask if we can cut to that part real quick. Did I think he was going to do it? Absolutely. 100% sure, because he been fucking with Discount Aquaman for a long time now. And to be real, he deserves all the flack that he's getting.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I mean, A-Train has to be in on that too. He at least doesn't have to be the one to get on his knees. Was Deep gonna do it? Yeah, at 100%. Nobody was gonna fight him on that.
He left. He's like, I wasn't gonna do it, bro. He's like,
no, shut the fuck up. Right, because A-Train know better. Like you know damn well you about to be.
Oh, he was dying.
Come on now.
Oh, I did at least like that they mentioned like what went down at the university when Ashley thanked Homelander for saving her. So at least we got a little nod and a mention to it. So we got to definitely start intertwining these two series together. Mm-hmm. We also see a polarity cut out like in the VOT video store that in the next scene and a few scenes later when Homelander went to meet Victoria in there. So like I thought it was important they at least mentioned that like the way things went down in there, because this just happened basically. Like it's congruent. So like this just happened.
Mm-hmm.
Like keep the other show tied in. We also have to remember that those kids are still being held downstairs in the cell. Like I can't wait to see how they incorporate them into the
Yeah.
show. What's
Yep.
that? When our crew like gets together, we hear Starlight tell Huey that it was Butcher that blew the cover with Newman, and that no one wants him here. They already like demoted him from leading the crew. Now they want to take it all away from him together, like all together. Like he created this squad. Like I don't know. Can they really? I mean, go start something new. Can they really kick him out of the squad they started? AK.
Yes.
She said
He
yes.
is this is just better business. He is too much of a liability. Even after they try to tell him stuff, you see he's still not listening and going in and doing his own thing. Like, sir, you're proving their point. This is exactly why they're telling you to go and chill over there, not here anymore.
And then he does exactly what they say he's doing and basically contacts Victoria Newman of all people for help. Like
Bruh.
he's looking for any way possible to get Ryan away from Homelander. And she says she'll consider it, but needs an act of good faith first. She wants those files that Huey has on her. Like she knows that they will just absolutely ruin her in the press. Like she has got to get her hands on those files. I wonder how deep she's going to go this season to get them.
I think she really likes moving in the shadows, and she's going to get what she wants.
He said they did kick him out. Like he's still there, he's still helping, but now he's just guarding doors. But that's so sad. Like Huey ignored that call from his dad, and then find out that he had a stroke. Like, and it was, I don't know, was in the hospital. What if Huey finds out later that like his dad was literally calling for help while stroking out, and that he just swiped left on him and let it go to voicemail? Like how rude. That'd be a tough one to live down.
Yeah.
Nah, that would be horrible, but I don't think that's what they'll do, because they already played the voicemail for it, or well, they're getting ready to.
But they also say, like, they also got Huey saying, they said even if he comes through, that he might not even. And then he started like breaking down, like almost crying, like, "Oh, what's up? Is his dad ever going to be normal again, fandom?"
I don't know. But if not, well, you know what you can do. Ask Newman, hey, you want those files? Give me some compound B, save my dad.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
adults can't take it. It messes them up. It'll end up killing them.
Or this was all planned from Newman. She's like, hey, let me screw up the pops. So then, bam, he's going to need my assistance. And give me those files.
That's exactly what I was about to say.
So that's why
I think it would be more heavy hitting. We find out that he's in that bed because of something that she orchestrated. And even if it isn't, coming back from a stroke is always a gamble. Always a gamble.
Absolutely. That was gonna be the next thing. Is like, did somebody put him in this and mess him up, or like did he just literally have like a normal stroke? Because I think somebody's messing with him too, and it probably is absolutely Victoria Newman because of those files. So that's brutal. Like he might have been calling him and saying like, "Somebody's here gonna kill me," but yeah, I don't know. They're definitely gonna be touching on that. I can't wait till he comes through. And at the Starlight headquarters, they're trying to get Annie to get back in her superhero mode, but if for nothing else, like just to get the donations back up. But Annie wants nothing to do with it. Like she is done with the Starlight thing. She just wants to be herself. But what's up? I mean, when it's to help out and like get more money flowing to help more people, should she do it or no, AK?
For this situation, I am going to say yes, with an asterisk. If she wants to be done with the Starlight persona, and specifically because of how heavy it's tied to Vault, rebrand yourself. I feel like she was at Vault long enough to know that you have to just change how people see you. Hell, Stormfront, as much as I hate her, she did this shit masterfully multiple times. So come up with a new name, get yourself a different outfit, and go have your people do that. And also, I don't think she should have let them use the Starlight name for the organization, because that's always going to be tied in. It's very hard to get rid of that now.
Yeah, that's very true. Oh, she needs a new super suit. Yeah, she definitely doesn't want to be rocking
Edna Mode. We got to call Edna Mode, have her come in here and make up something. No capes.
Okay.
Oh, Homelander's still tripping like about losing hairs on his like body, and Daily turns like at his
Bro.
monitor to look at. He has to look at his monitor like to start looking at potential 7 contenders, and I don't know. Did you pause to read any of their strengths? Like,
Yeah, one of them was like weird. Like one seemed like he would just talk to dogs and able to like do like
Yeah,
some
that's
type
the
of
one that's
canine
really
stuff.
scary. Yeah, he's basically deep for dogs.
Yeah, another one just had like long nails.
I was dying.
Congratulations. The other one seemed like she must have like feminine abilities or something like that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Hyperion's training was
Yeah.
taking the Vaughn online modeling course. I was
I
done.
was like that. I'm like, okay, you're kind of useless. Like, why are you even like 21 to 25 candidates? Like, come on.
But what is an online modeling course? Like, are you
and what the
kidding
hell
me?
does thought have to do with that?
I was dying. An online modeling course. Like, what does that entail? Oh, too good. Homelander's tired of being surrounded by morons. He wants and needs somebody like with a brain to help him figure things out. Like things are just way too in too much turmoil. So he decides to look up Sister Sage, and looking at her profile, like she was self-taught, self-trained, self-schooled. So she's definitely not going to be like bogged down by any Vought loyalties. And I think that is a very dangerous situation that could become, because this is a duo that is going to be nothing but trouble.
Bro, I knew immediately as soon as she came on the screen, and even past when A Train was talking about her, Homeland, you could see the wheels start turning in his brain, but he wasn't really sold on it yet. But then he got to thinking a little after his little adding to the ball of pubes that he has over there. When he looks at these two, he goes to see her, and I think he knows that again, you can't be around all these yes men anymore because it's really weakening him, if that makes sense. He does need someone that can keep him in check, like the old girl that was there, and with Stan Edgar. He needs someone that's actually going to combat him with that, and someone that isn't afraid to do that. And this chick, while we know she's really super smart, she's probably has the same super strength that they do.
Yeah.
So that's going
I
to
also got
be
the ability. It seems like almost like everyone has some sort of like strength,
yeah,
and then it's like whatever their net power is.
mm-hmm. Yeah, and she is way too freaking smart to be around someone like Homelander. And I do appreciate that she read him for filth when he was like, "Oh, now I'm not gonna tell you why I'm here. Why don't you tell me why I'm here?" And she broke it down like a fraction.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. Like he was so impressed he actually ends up inviting her to be on the 7. Like something tells me this is going to be a grave mistake, because if she was really supposed to be on there, Edgar would already had her on there. Like there's a reason that she's not around. Like people that smart are just dangerous because it always turns bad. Something always
And
goes
this right now is her foot in the door. And she
evil.
knows that. So I think she's playing the long game, and she's catering to whoever she needs to for that. She showed immediate disrespect to A Train while they were in that meeting. And I think that's something that Homelander absolutely loves, because he can't stand that everybody around him looks so weak in comparison to how he thinks of himself.
Yeah.
Also, we glanced over something. I just love how Black Noir just came out of nowhere and he said, "Oh, hey, Black Noir," and just sat down. Even though last season Homelander just straight up murked them.
Right? Yeah, just oh yeah, it's just
In
wait a
that too.
minute.
Wait a minute, hold on.
It's like nobody
Maybe
would
I
know.
was thinking maybe they had a clone, but I think it's just a different guy that they put in the
Oh yeah,
suit.
this guy talks.
Yeah, because in the comics he's a clone, but then the creator came out of nowhere and said for a TV show they're not doing the clone twist with Black
Yeah,
Noir.
they changed that, which kind of sucked because that would have been a really cool twist for that to come in if he would have been kept the original clone from the
But
comics.
my theory is they could still do the clone, but they can possibly do the clone with Ryan. So if in case if Ryan just doesn't become like the next Homelander and becomes disgusted, they can just clone Ryan and then just end up murking him. And that would be like a huge twist. Like, oh, imagine like Ryan ends up like, Butcher would think that he gets Ryan and turns him over, and then next thing you know, like Ryan either kills Butcher or someone else in the team. It turns out that he was like a clone.
Oh what?
Calling it.
It's like called it here first. That
Okay.
would be sick. Back at the boys' base, Huey arrives and sees Butcher's is already there, and he just came to grab a few things before heading back to the hospital. And Butcher seems to be like in an extra caring mood. Like he even gives Huey a hug. And Huey was a little taken back, but really didn't think too much about it because Starlight walks in right then. And then after he leaves with Annie, then we see why old Butcher was being so touchy-feely and huggy-huggy. It's like now it all makes sense. Like he's literally there just to pickpocket Huey, and get that thumb drive with all those files on it on Victoria Newman. So such a devious bastard. Like, is there any love left in this man fandom?
For Butcher?
Yeah.
Of course. What you mean?
He was getting ready to absolutely flip and screw. Like Huey would be dead if he would have turned that over. Game over.
Yep.
I mean, in his mind, and he's just like willing to do it anyway. Like, I don't know. That just seems a step too far. Kimiko notices all the time that Frenchie's been spending with Colin lately and tells him that if it makes you happy, go for it. And then drops the hammer with, I love you, but you and I aren't happening. Like, so brutal. Like, Frenchie is giving this woman everything, and she is just not that into him. So sad.
Well, I mean, she was before. They were trying, but something changed in the off season, and I need to know what that change was.
Yeah, because I was beginning to forget. Like, did they break off our side of season 3, or like it was more or less was like
that's what I'm saying. Because unless I'm misremembering, they were still together at the end of last season.
No, they're tight knit, but they weren't like kissing together as far as I remember. Like, I don't think they were a couple. I think they just were like together tight. And like she said, I love you, but we are not happening. What's that?
I really thought they had started dating. I don't know. I could be misremembering. I didn't go back and watch the season after we were done.
Yeah, I don't think they ever kissed or anything like that. Yeah, I know I need to do a rewatch of the last season too. But yeah, I don't think they ever kissed or anything like that. Like they're just tight. But yeah, she's like, I love you, but we are not happening. Oh, what a gut punch I was feeling for him. What was funny though was when Kimiko asked Frenchie, and Frenchie answered like, what a man like Todd? How does he get a woman like Monique? Like, it has to be because he's packing some serious heat between his legs. Like, is this just going to be the running joke of the season?
You damn right.
Poor mother's milk.
Yeah. Actually, no, because he's dead now.
He is, but still, like, I think people are going to be talking about it all season. Like, this is just like, can my man get a break? Yes, he lost his woman to this dork. Like, you don't think he feels bad enough about it? Brutal. I didn't even realize that the Deep was like gorging on junk food, and then he like threw it down real quick when Homelander walked in. Like, I totally forgot about Homelander giving him shit about starting to get fat and out of shape.
Yep.
I thought that was I think he does this to everybody, because I know he was doing that to A-Train previous season. Every other time he's like, oh, you're sucking your gut, like you're eating too much, stuff like that. So I think he does that to everyone.
Yeah, everybody who's not in perfect fit shape like he is.
Mm-hmm.
And that was brutal. Like when Homelander had like the others just beat the shit out of those men like that with a bat. Like, he is such a sociopath. Like, that's brutal. You get your biggest fans to just come in and be martyrs. Like, why not get your enemies? Like, why would you do that to your biggest fans? Like, again, just shows what a sociopath this cat is.
I knew that shit was about to go left as soon as he rolled up with that group and Sage was there. He was like, oh, he's going to be here, right? Are you sure? He's like, yeah, come on. Let's go.
I'm surprised not one of them was like willing to do it, to be like that martyr. Like one guy immediately was like, yeah, I'm leaving.
It's like, I'm out of here.
Clock.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, you ain't going nowhere. So we can already see Sister Sage isn't going to be nothing nice. Like, this was definitely her plan. Mm-hmm. Then Homelander's verdict comes back not guilty, just as Annie expected. But Sage isn't just satisfied with just that. She wants the two sides to like battle. So like she heats it up, and Homelander like has to jump in and try to save the day sooner or later, and then can once again become America's beloved hero. Do you think this plan's going to work out in the end, fandom?
Sister Sage's?
Yeah, the way she's trying to just get everybody to fight each other and then have Homelander like try to come in and save the day in the end. I think by then it'll be too late.
No, it's not going to be too late.
You think he'll be?
Her plan will go through, and the moment her plan goes through, dead.
Then he'll kill her?
Pretty much.
Oh, you think it's going to go down like that?
He's using, I don't know how, but he just using her for, again, that plan that they were setting up. And then she'll practically be like no use. Unless like she replaces like someone else.
She did call it though. She's like, your ego, I'm 1,000 times smarter than you, and your ego sooner or later won't be able to handle it. So she's got to know that sooner or later she's going to be gone.
Because what was Edgar's role, or what's her other face? That was the one that died in the first season.
Madeline?
Yeah, like if she does that good, he might just promote her to that, as well as leading the seven. Man, that's the only other way. If he has like really no use after this whole plan, then he's probably gonna die.
It's not going to be about how useful she can be to him once the plan is in fruition. She is playing 4D chess. She right now, I think, is giving all the plans that she needs for Homelander, but she's gunning for her own personal glory, for lack of a better word. And I think she will set things up enough in place to where when it comes time to where he thinks that she isn't useful anymore, some of the random things are gonna come in clutch, and he's gonna have to deal with it, and she's gonna walk out of here alive with whatever new power that she wanted to have with Vought.
Oh, there you go. Just
That would be smart.
mouse.
Like if she's like helps out like Bobby Singer in some case.
Sorry, the
Oh wait a
smartest.
minute, hold up. Maybe she can actually help out with the whole that virus, whatever. Because they said the virus is like not good enough to like kill Homelander yet. So maybe if she's on it, maybe it'll help.
Yeah, he'll turn on her and kick her out of the seven, and then she'll help build the virus that actually kills him.
And they're still kicking out of the seven like that easily. Like it's like death, and then unless you're like Annie, it's a situation.
I don't think that she cares that much about being on the seven, because when he was talking to her, and he had to phrase things a very specific way, I think, to get her on board, because she's saying, yeah, I think what you can do is great, whatever you can come on the seven, blah blah blah. He knew that wasn't going to be enough to make her come in, because obviously she doesn't care about random trivial things. She's not vain per se. So he had to tell her, like, you get the chance to affect things on a global scale. This is her supervillain intro.
Mm-hmm.
And she is here to win.
Oh yeah, she's already scheming and planning and plotting. You already know. But who didn't get to walk out was Kira. She got stomped the fuck out. Like, oh, is that going to be enough to force Annie to like redon the Starlight uniform to like help reinforce her cause at the Starlight House?
She got him.
Hopefully she does it, but she rebrands, because that, as of now, the Starlight team is in distress, and no one's going to be looking at them very favorably.
So Homelander had A-Train run like the bludgeon men into the crowd, so it looked like they were killed by the Starlight supporters. And are the pictures that Mother's Milk took earlier going to be proof enough that this was all just like a Homelander ruse to get himself back into a better light in the public opinion?
No, I need more than that. I need like surveillance, because that can show you like the time they were there as opposed to like photos. Because that could have been any day.
They might actually do that. I'll bet because this is outside the courthouse. I'll bet there is a camera there, and they're going to end up slowing it down or some shit. Yes, Homelander.
Oh, not at the courthouse where they met up.
Right.
Well, no, where they met up, yeah, they have that footage already. But outside of
then they should be good then.
I work at a courthouse, so there are cameras everywhere within about a 5-block radius of those buildings. So there's no way she wasn't caught.
Yeah, they just should. I mean, you just got to really slow it down. Obviously, you're going to just see a streak, but then you like slow it down. You're like, oh wait, A-Train's carrying dead bodies into this, and I think that's definitely going to come out by the end of this. There's going to be some camera somewhere that's going to have caught something.
Right, because those bodies being found where they were didn't even really make sense for that location, because they weren't placed right there, like in the thick of the fight when it was happening.
Who's that have an orange suit? Are the well, Homelander supposedly celebrating his verdict with Ryan, he can't help but notice like how unhappy he is. And when he seeks like ask him what's wrong, Ryan says he doesn't want Butcher to die. I think Homelander would basically do anything right now to make Ryan happy. So I don't know. Do you think he's really like I said earlier? Do you think he's going to have Sage kind of come up with a cure to cure Butcher?
Nah.
You don't think so?
Mm-mm.
I tentatively agree with that, but the factor there really is Ryan, and he sees Ryan struggling already. He knows that the kid is kind of like detaching from him, so it's highly possible that he could come up with something. I
I
mean,
think
and
he's
Sage is like the
Because
smartest
he has
person,
to.
so
Because Ryan has to like detach himself like humanity, and that part of it, it's like Homeland. No, excuse me, it's from Billy Butcher and his mom. He's trying to like no. Again, humans are just toys for their amusement. So even if he cures Billy Butcher, that's not helping.
I think I think he's gonna I think he's gonna have Sister Sage build two, or somebody's gonna do it. Where Sage is definitely gonna come up with a cure for Butcher and the that kill serum that'll kill Homelander, or at least harm him, bring him down enough that you can kill him.
she's
But I'm
gonna
glad.
perfect.
What's that?
Says she's gonna perfect it.
Yeah, I think so for sure. I'm
And so
glad.
we damn well know he's gonna end up using more compound B to go right back to fighting Homelander. Like, come on.
Oh, it's gonna be a vicious circle. I'm glad Frenchie finally found out and found some love, and I don't know, found somebody that loves him back. But why did he wake up like in the middle of the night and turn over that family photo in the living room?
That's what I was wondering too.
Like, why did
I,
that bug him so
were
much?
they at Cullen's apartment, right?
That's what I
Mhm.
thought. Yeah.
Oh,
He
yeah.
probably knows him then, I guess.
What's that?
He probably has to know them. Why else would you like turn down someone else's like photo like that unless like you've known them? Either you know them or it's reminding you of your family.
Huh.
Hmm.
Are we gonna find out that there's some tie-in and like his family is somebody that Frenchie had to kill way back in the day? I don't know. That'd be kind of weird. They could.
Maybe that's why they haven't boned or like they haven't been in a relationship if the Frenchie did kill his parents.
Could be. That'd be.
It's so that's kind of messed up. How would you kill their parents back in the day, then end up literally dating and sleeping with them? They're like, what the crap is that, Frenchie?
Yeah, that's weird. That's almost stalkerism. That's crazy.
That's what Homelander would do.
Eh.
Yeah.
Huey, Huey in the hospital, of course, still feeling some kind of way about not answering his dad's last call, gets a surprise visitor. His mom came through, so I can't wait to see what she's like. Like, speaking of seeing what she's like we finally see who Butcher's been hallucinating about this whole time too, and it's his dead wife Becca, and she actually seems to be giving him some fairly solid advice. So I don't know, maybe it's a good thing that she's a side effect. Like, what's going to happen with these two ladies going forward, fandom? Like, is Huey's mom going to be a bigger character in this? And I mean, are we going to keep seeing? Is Butcher just going to be hallucinating Becca all season as well?
I think she's becoming a bigger character because since like what first season she's mentioned like almost every other season. And so like oh she left him when he was like a kid. So now she just now all of a sudden just appears out of nowhere. Like was the father her talking or not? All this setup from Newman.
Oh, feel it.
Could
Who's the other
be.
one you talking about again besides the mom? It was who else?
Huey's mom, and then Butcher's wife, Becca.
Every time it's gonna be about Ryan, that's when he named appears. At one point when it happened the first time in the episode, I thought he was just breaking the fourth wall because he looked dead at us at
Right.
the audience, and then it's like, oh no. So I was like, okay,
No, he's talking to his dead wife, and she's giving good advice. So his head must be straight because obviously that advice is coming from himself. So he's not
Yeah.
completely off the rails.
Yeah.
yeah.
I think he's definitely going to continue to have visions of her and have those conversations with her. Where Huey's mom is concerned, I think this could just be like the most opportune time to come in and try to finesse somebody while they're grieving. I don't know. I can't speak if they really were talking these past couple of years. But it seems very, very convenient for her that she just comes out the woodwork with her freaking MLM essential oils kit while this man is in a coma. Like, what's wrong with you? It
Yeah.
doesn't sound right that she would have any power of attorney, and she's been gone since this boy was 6. I don't care if you've only been talking for 2 years, 2 weeks, 2 months, 3 years. Why would he put your name on that?
Oh, I don't know about that, but did it show that her name was on something?
Didn't they talk a little bit after?
No, it was just hi mom, and that
Or
was it.
maybe I caught.
He's probably on episode 2. Like that
Oh
missing thing.
yes, you knew that was part of episode 2. Yeah, well, I didn't see that. I haven't seen that part.
Oh, it might have been that because remember I said I don't
Because we don't see her face or anything in episode 1. Just
Yeah,
the
we have
one
no
that
idea.
head, I think.
So
And
yeah.
so I'm just guessing that she was on like old boy's contact information, his son and his ex-wife. So basically, they probably just contacted her from that, and she came to see her, or whatever. I'm guessing that's how she showed up, but who knows? Maybe it'll be something different.
I mean, he probably just never took her off. He especially never dated anyone since. And he just absolutely ever.
Yeah, it's kind of random. But then again, he's not a real dater. It doesn't look like, but who knows?
Right.
All he wants to do is read his books.
Now. Yeah.
James Patterson.
James Patterson's actually a good author. He has good taste. I mean, but Huey could handle all those things now. So why keep her name on it? Even if it was he had never taken it off. At some point, bro, you got to let that go.
I don't know. Like adults nowadays, like I can't speak for everybody. Even my parents, like, hey, you want to let somebody do 401k? They're like, I don't know. It's been a minute. I'm like, oh my god. Then that could be the West Indian thing. I don't know.
You know how we do.
So Butcher actually does the right thing, and instead of sending Victoria Huey's files, he sends her a picture of a spread open bunghole, telling her, "I got your files right here, lady." Game on, bitches! It looks like it's gonna be another great season. So what a better way to like top it off than Butcher just pouring himself a glass of Macallan 18. Let's go! I can't wait to see what happens the rest of the season. I am here for it. How about you, AK? What'd you think?
I liked it, and then that scene was hilarious. And like even she couldn't help but laugh after she put the phone down. She put her head in her hands like, God damn it, this little asshole. But she saw the jest in it too. So and I appreciate that about her. Overall, the episode was a very, very strong start, and I'm very happy to be back with this with this show.
I gotta be tight. How about you, Phantom? What'd you think of the opening?
Love it. Pretty much it's telling us, hey, we're back. This is what we're anticipating. Can't wait to get into more of this damn season. For me, this is like a 9 out of 10 opening right here. 9 out of 10.
Absolutely fantastic. Here for it, and can't wait to get into episode 2. Gonna be doing that expediently tonight, probably. Oh, but right now we're going to see what everybody remembers about the episode. We got just a couple trivia questions. If you know these answers, put them in the chat box. If you're watching later, put them in the comment section down below. What very inappropriate line did Homelander say out loud as Ryan and Zoe were walking off to get ice cream?
Don't come back pregnant, and you're a fucking cunt for saying that.
He can like squirt his own like goo, whatever.
Correct and correct and correct.
About children.
Oh, so bad.
Because how old is Ryan? He's like what? 13? 12?
He can't be more than 12 or 13. And I think they're both around the same age. So actually, let's put a pin in that one. That's probably a very, very near future super couple in the making.
So I know Newman's daughter is a teenager. That I do know. Not sure about Ryan. They're probably all the same age.
Yeah, absolutely. Mm-hmm. Oh, when Homelander grabbed Ryan away from Butcher, what band did he say they didn't want to miss?
Smash Mouth.
Oh, look at him go! Hell yes!
Walking on Sunshine. Yo, and toast to Smash Mouth because he did pass away.
Oh, feeling.
I did not know
that. Yeah. They were like playing the song with Shrek. Then
Yep. How long did Kessler say it's been since he had seen Butcher?
Oh, what's like that? Almost
Deep
want to say
dive.
20 years.
6 months.
Incorrect.
Uh,
If you know that answer,
6
put
years, 5 years, 4 years, 3 years,
It was
10 years.
whenever the last time they were on a team together, and apparently there was a rim job that was given from the general or to the general. I don't know what one of them.
General's wife.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh man, absolutely. If you know that answer, put it in the comment section down below. What apartment number does Mother's Milk live in?
203.
Look at my man Jake just bringing it home. Well done, you.
Now
Absolutely
203 is
crushed
where
it.
Sage lives.
Oh,
Oh.
damn.
Nice. But well done, Jake. Absolutely correct.
What was the answer? I don't have the chat open.
Oh, it's 11 years.
Oh, it's 11.
Yep. 11 years since he's seen Butcher. What apartment number does Mother's Milk live in? Know that
Yeah, I
one?
know that one.
Put it in the comment section down below. How many Instagram follower and V followers did Talon have?
Dang, I gotta start writing down numbers of everything now.
How many Instagram and V followers did Talon have?
And he even asked about what kind of ice cream Ryan made. That's like freeze frame. How many times? I'm like, okay, what damn ice cream this guy is like freaking eating? Eesh.
That's so awesome. Oh, who's the second runner-up for sexiest soup alive behind Homelander?
No, that is Hyperion, something like that?
Hey, there you go. Hyperion. Absolutely correct. He said, I know that one.
The model, isn't it?
Yeah, that's the model.
The slutty cum rag.
It's the one who took the Vaught's online modeling class. I just love that. I don't know why that kills me. What singer's name is on Huey's keychain?
Oh my god, is that the one that? Oh my god.
Wasn't that didn't Butcher like steal his keys or something?
Mm-hmm.
And that's when they showed the tag. Damn it, what was it?
I think that's just like his favorite thing or whatever.
Yep.
Yes.
He sings
Like,
them
I
all the
don't know.
time. Him and Starlight get all nerdy and sings.
Yeah, on that car ride.
Yeah, the scene is in my head right now. I can't remember what it says, and I knew I should have wrote that one down. Damn it.
Oh, anybody watching later, put in the comment section down below. What famous singer is on Huey's keychain? Oh, 2 more to go. What is the Deep's real first name?
John?
It is incorrect.
It is a common sounding name.
And very fitting for him. What is the Deep's real first name?
I can tell you the show he was on. Do not have sexual relationships with that octopus.
It's not Brian, is it?
It is not Brian, and it is not Sting.
No, it's something super recognizable. I can't remember it right now.
Yeah. Oh, and last but not least, if you couldn't get that one, this is going to be a real deep cut.
Damn octopus name?
Yeah, what is Octafriend's name?
It's it's a really cool sounding name, actually, and it's very nautical. Oh,
Joanna, Josephine.
Really? No, it's think more like Greek and Roman mythology and those type of names.
Okay, so let's see. Hera, Athena.
Something that sounds like Orthus or something.
Oh, like you're all over it. I'll give you that.
I don't know how I did not write that one down. I think maybe I made, but then the scene changed and I forgot.
Oh yeah.
Oh, the visiting house.
What's that?
Ambrosius. There we go.
Hey. Oh, the Jake.
She's because she played Helena in Thor.
Ah, there you go. Yep, Ambrosius. Finish it strong. Absolutely correct. Well
Which
done, you.
Helena?
What's that?
I don't know. From Thor, Ragnarok. Thor and Loki's sister, or half sister, let's say.
Oh,
Hela,
no,
not I don't know. I said Helen before.
that's damn it, it's not Kate Beckinsale. Kate Blanchett.
Yep.
That's who voices
Mhm.
her? Oh wow.
That's who voices her?
Didn't know that.
I went to look. I saw something like that. Who voices it? And I never clicked on it. I didn't remember. I don't know who voices
Let me
her.
see.
Maybe.
Kate Blanchett, The Boys.
Oh, not the Hela, the ancient one. The ancient one. Oh, I keep getting those confused.
The ancient.
From Doctor Strange, the bald one,
Oh shit. Yeah, that's
and then Endgame when she
Em-
pushes
yeah,
back
she was the
the Hulk.
Gabriel in the Constantine movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't see that one. I gotta see it eventually.
Yeah, it was
Was it
actually
Will Smith like Lucifer or something?
Will Smith.
No,
Yeah,
no.
is that or is he just a demon or something?
Will Smith
Tilda
isn't
Swinton.
even in that movie.
Yeah,
I'm
at
pretty
all.
sure wasn't Will Smith there? I'm pretty was he in Constantine?
In Constantine?
I think you sure
That was
about they were.
He dresses. Heck, Constantine dresses like a man in black, but no, he's not in it.
I will bet you $1,000 that I do not even have right now that Will
Oh,
Smith was
shit.
not in that movie.
Jake,
Yeah,
you are
something.
absolutely correct. That is his name.
You
Well
might be
done.
thinking about Jaimon Hansu, maybe. He played I think it was Papa Midnight.
Trying to remember. Oh, maybe that's what. Yeah, that could be what he's thinking of. What is it? God, now you got me. I cannot. I have a total mind block. Why can't I think of her name? She plays all the androgynous roles.
Oh, I just said it. Tilda Swinton.
Yeah, Tilda Swinton. Yeah, exactly. That. I was like,
She does roles like that very well.
oh yeah, kills it. Absolutely. So you guys got anything going on tomorrow that the people need to know about?
I believe it's Jackbox, and come through, play some murder mystery trivia, maybe some dinner and murder. We'll see how it goes.
Feel it. And other than that, we are going to be back on, of course, Tuesday talking about episode 3 with the Dragons, House of the Dragon. Come on back and hang out with us. And that's going to do it for us. I hope everybody out there is having an absolutely fantastic week, and it only gets better from here till we see you on the next one. Have a great weekend, everybody.
Peace.